I am your host, Larry the Man Mullins, and with me again today is none other than Brandon Kruger.
Hi!
NGW coming off just
5
recently.
years strong.
Let's talk a little bit about the happenings of that show, and then we have a special announcement later on that Brandon Kruger will be making.
Well, we can start off with Rob Granberry versus Mark Houston. On our Facebook page, Marcus Fine, who's known as Indiana's #1 wrestling fan, he's a huge fan of independent wrestling, especially Indiana independent wrestling, said it's the best match he's seen in 20 years.
I saw that. That was, yeah.
So, to have that kind of endorsement is very good, so thank you, Marcus. Talk about KJ and the NGW champion Osiris versus Jinx and Mean Mark Van Dam.
Yeah, that was a good match as well.
It's pretty fantastic. A lot of high flying, a lot of hard hitting from Osiris.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of animosity there because of Jinx and KJ's problems with each other in the past. Because Jinx just won't leave the guy alone.
Yeah.
Vandy and O, of course. Osiris, NGW champion. Vandy wants to be NGW champion.
Do you think Vandy is ever going to accomplish his goal of dethroning the king of NGW?
Everybody needs to realize that at 5 years strong, Osiris had been champion for 365 days. So come June 22nd, which is the date of the next show in Crawfordsville at the Athena Center, Osiris will have been champion for 395 days. Osiris is a very popular wrestler on the independent scene, so he doesn't just wrestle for us. So he's not able to make every show, but it's still impressive nonetheless. I mean, I think it's the longest title reign he's ever had. In regional promotions, it's very rare to see anyone have a title reign of that length. He's been champion for quite a long time. And Vandy wants to dethrone him. I think Vandy would hurt him just so he would lose the belt. Where O would be hurt, or Osiris, Vandy would injure Osiris, knowing he wasn't going to win, just so NGW Commissioner Damian Black would have to take the title away from him because he can't defend it. Vandy is that vicious.
Yeah.
Vandy is that mean. Dude, I don't foresee that happening, but Vandy is that determined. And I think that's what it's becoming. It's shifted from I want the championship to I don't want Osiris to be champion.
Right.
I think that's what it's become. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And then again, KJ and Jinx, who knows? But in the tag match main event, KJ and Osiris were victorious. They did beat Mark Vandy and Jinx.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. I'm.
That wasn't who you predicted.
I know. I know. What can you do?
You predicted wrong.
But on to the next one. It would be the tag team.
Right. Well, it was Sexy Sean Cook. At the time, formerly one half of the tag team champions, versus Joe Pittman.
The current at the time.
The rookie sensation Joe Pittman.
Yeah.
So and he was the champion at the time. First time in the history of NGW that only one half of the tag team championships was decided.
Right, and I'll tell you what, folks, that was a to and fro match. That was pillar to post, up and down, all over the place.
It was quite good. It was quite good. I think in our predictions in the last episode, we both predicted that Sean Cook was going to win. I believe
I
so.
believe so. I'd have to review the tape on that
We could be wrong.
But
unfortunately,
not to say anything bad about Joe Pittman now. Joe Pittman is a good wrestler.
Joe's fantastic. He's very young. He doesn't have a lot of experience, but he's very good.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, on that night, experience
Yeah.
overcame youth. Not that Sean is an old man.
No.
To call Sean old,
He's
you're calling me
experienced, like
old,
you
and
said.
I'm not old. But yeah, Sean's experience outbested Joe that night. However, there was a little interference.
Oh yeah, that was a little, is to say the least.
Mark Houston kind of got involved, and then Rob Raymer kind of got involved. Rob Raymer is the other half of the NGW Tag Team Champions, for those of you that don't know. And it was pretty heated, but Rob got Mark out of the picture, and Sean clinched it. So now
it looked like for me, from my point of view, that Rob was out there to ensure that Pittman was going to win, and out of nowhere, literally out of nowhere, here comes Mark Houston jumping into the ring. I think wasn't he in the ring somewhere?
I don't remember.
And my
the match
goodness,
will be up here soon.
It
You'll
went,
be able to
it
watch
went
it for
haywire.
yourself, so.
It was a debacle, and you know.
It was pretty wild. It was pretty wild.
Yeah.
I would say 5 years strong is
It's a success.
a great show.
What is the big announcement that you have for the fans?
If you were at the show at the Athena Center, the 5 year strong show, something occurred that some people aren't really happy about. NGW Commissioner Damian Black.
Yeah.
His explanation was because of his actions, because of Gideon's actions over the past few months and weeks. He stripped Gideon of the Northern Indiana State Championship.
Can I elaborate on that?
In just a second, there may be something else you want to elaborate on, because I
Okay.
don't know. For those of you who were at the show, you probably know this. For those of you that weren't at the show, you obviously don't know this because we haven't posted any video. Not only did he strip Gideon of the title, he also retired it.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
He retired it.
So can I?
So what do you think? I mean, what do you
Yeah.
think?
Well, I find the whole thing again. Damian Black.
Damian Black is doing a hell of a job as a
That's
DW
always
commissioner.
perspective. That's a person's perspective.
Okay.
My perspective is the man has fallen short again. Taking away, just stripping a man of his title for no apparent reason is totally, to me,
But
ridiculous.
my perspective, the reason's very apparent. Gideon has been kind of reprehensible in his actions, the way that he is.
But we all know it is no secret that he has a side of him that is unstable.
He wears a mask for a reason.
He's unstable. Would you agree?
I think he's nuts.
Okay, so
I don't
so
think
if
he's
you know
unstable.
he's nuts,
I think he's crazy.
so if you know he's nuts, you know he's going to be off the wall sometime. So come with the territory.
I understand, but he's obviously aware enough to know the rules of the ring. I mean, you have to have the knowledge of this is legal, this is not.
Right,
This
right,
is a pin,
right.
this isn't. Foot on the ropes, I can't pin him, I have to break the hold, all those things.
But how long has Gideon been in NGW? For the first time he crawled out of the cellar, as it was.
Oh, at the Beehive, holy moly.
Yeah.
3 years he's been with us?
So, you know, his actions have been duly
But they've
noted.
gotten worse, progressively
Yeah.
worse. Commissioner Black may have retired the Northern Indiana State Championship.
Yes.
Or you could even say rechristened. He's introducing a new title, which will be the Hoosier State Championship.
Okay.
I think he felt that Northern Indiana was too regional. So since we're traveling to other places, he deemed it necessary to drop the Northern Indiana State Championship and bring about the Hoosier State title.
So
Now, to be fair, I've been in contact with Commissioner Black, and it will be an 8-man single elimination tournament.
Okay.
And he has told me who the participants will be. And that's my announcement for today.